Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Thursday, and you know what we're doing. We are having another Thursday night throwdown in our Bottled in Bond tournament. I picked 16 of Bottled in Bond whiskeys in my library. A couple of ryes, a single malt, but most of them are bourbon. Now, we're leaving out a bunch. Okay, Jack Daniel's Triple Mash is a Bottled in Bond. 1792 Bottled in Bond. High West just came out with a bourbon and a rye Bottled in Bond. I know that there's plenty out there. Calumet has released a Bottled in Bond, which is actually delicious. But we would be here all year if we were doing that. We're still going to be several weeks. So I decided to pick 16, and I used a randomizer and put the pairings together. Week number 1, New Riff against E.H. Taylor, and E.H. Taylor won. Last week, Heaven Hill Bottled in Bond versus the newer Angel's Envy Bottled in Bond, and Heaven Hill won. If you missed either of those, go check them out on our YouTube channel. Today, we're going to introduce our first rye. I do have glasses 1 and 2. This is the Old Pepper Bottled in Bond rye. Now, I understand in the sense, not a true blind. Obviously, I know that one of these is going to be a rye. Some would say, in theory, I would be able to taste and know that. This is the Henry McKenna 10-year Bottled in Bond bourbon. And that's fine, and we're going to get that. But I think for those of you that have been following along, and maybe those of you that are new, the thing is, we're not doing this from a professional level in the sense of like we are really trying to make tasting notes and decide something for some, marketing firm or whatever. We're doing this for fun. We're doing this for pleasure. And as I've said, as we've done these blinds throughout the years, is that we could do this a couple different times. I could do this today, and I could do the same pairing, and I could do the same pairing tomorrow, and the same pairing the next day. And depending on what I've eaten that day, depending on whether I've smoked a cigar. Today, I'm a little stopped up, right? I'm still feeling a little kind of that under the weather cold stuff, which is going to all play a part. It's just what it is. We're not looking to say, oh, this one is better. No, these are all on my shelf. I like them all. What we're simply saying is, in the moment, this is what I've enjoyed. This is what I get. And that's what we're trying to accomplish in our Thursday Night Throwdown blinds, is just having a little fun with it, right? All right. So, this will be glass 1, this will be glass 2. We're going to go in with a little nose here. Nice, beautiful color on this one. And again, the nose isn't going to be the best today. I do get some sweet notes. I do get a little bit of spice. A little bit of citrus zest. This guy, a little lighter nose, but maybe overall a little sweeter. Both have good, really nice legs on them, which I love. Yeah, I would say this one's sweeter. This one's got a hint of spice. So they could be kind of where they are. But again, my nose, my palate are going to be different today. So the loser may be, that's not fair, that's not right, go back, whatever. We're just having fun with it. Let's go in for a taste on this guy. Overall, still got those nice, healthy, sweet notes. I do get maybe a little bit of those rye spices in there. Obviously, Bottled in Bond, these are all at 100 proof, so there's unity in that, so that we're not getting any type of proof difference. Clean, easy, again, with my palate today. The legs on this one are just killer. Actually, both of them are really nice. Now see, on the palate, that one does ring with a little bit more of those spice notes, I feel like. A little bit more baking spice and less sweet on the palate, even though my nose carried those things differently. I have no idea what the age statement on the Old Pepper is. Obviously, it's at least 4 years because it's bottled in bond. But other than that, to my knowledge, it does not give an age. Where we know the Henry McKenna advertises it is a 10-year. And again, I know in a True Blind, we may not have the colors, or if we had the color, we wouldn't know what we were drinking. I don't notice. I mean, there's not a huge color disparity between these two. So that is interesting to me, because I don't believe this is anywhere close to 10 years. This is probably in that 4 to 6 range would be my guess. All right, let's go back in here real quick. This one definitely has more spice on the palate. Again, for me today, it's kind of a little thin almost though. Like the spice kind of hangs around, but the finish is a little thin. The mouth feels medium. Again, my palate admittedly is off today. So we're just having fun. Go back into this guy. I think this one definitely is a little sweeter, maybe a little bit more oak forward. I could be way wrong because what I'm describing is more spice would appear this. More oak and woody, you would think would be the longer aged. I could be way wrong. I am actually clueless today. And the fact that I can't distinguish the rye kind of is what it is. And I have no stake in the game. I've drank both of these. I love them both. Again, these are both fantastic whiskeys. But right now, in my current state of palate, this is close, but I believe that I'm going to go with this guy. Maybe it's that what I'm tasting is a hint of spice, just is a little bit more welcoming because of my head cold, and it just kind of feels nicer. I don't know. This one tasted in me a little bit more oak on it. Again, I could be so wrong. I actually don't know which is which. My notes tell me what I think they are or what they should be, but I really have no clue today. So this has just been a complete exercise in let's just do it. What do we got? Okay, so I was right. Well, that's good. Woo. All right, at least the palate's not completely shot. This is number 1. That's number 2. So I was correct. This does have a little bit more rye spice, and it is the rye, the Old Pepper. This does have more oak, woody notes to it, which would make sense because it's a 10-year, the McKenna. They're both delicious. I did make a statement earlier that this was a little thin on the mouthfeel. That is true. And typically, I prefer a full mouthfeel. But right now, in my present state, that spice just was more appealing to me than the woody, oaky notes. So it is what it is. I love the Henry McKenna. It's a great bottle. I've got 3 of them, I think, currently. I'd like to back them up. Great bottle. But the Pepper doing wonderful things. I know Old Pepper, they also, of course, have a bottled in bond bourbon. But this is the rye. It wins. It moves on for today. And that is our Throwdown winner tonight. Our first rye moving to the next round. Join us again next Thursday for who we're going to have. Bullet, bottled in bond, versus the craft distillery that I used to work for in Nebraska, Sideshow Spirits. We're throwing a little fun into the game. So that'll be next Thursday. Obviously, we'll have some content between now and then on the other social channels. Thanks for joining us. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment, join us in the conversation. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys just enjoy and have some fun with it. Cheers.